Now, come on, Netflix. First Cobra Kai, now Squid Game. Y'all ain't had to do me like that. Y'all ain't had to leave me on no cliffhangers like that. I need answers. I don't feel like waiting no more. Come on. What's going on, people? What's really good? It's your boy Marv, and this is the Nerds in the Hood. Folks, we gotta talk about this Squid Game, y'all. This is a movement. This is really a movement. Netflix has been on their vibe for the past few months now to close out 2024 with Cobra Kai and No Good Deeds. And now Squid Game coming back with a new season. And we now know that we're getting a last season coming in 2025. But man, oh man. Season 2 was something to behold. Folks, if you have not seen this by now, as always, my greatest advice to you is to please like this video first. Go finish the season. Come back and let's talk about it. I just, like, I was a little speechless. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if a lot of y'all can relate to me, but I was yelling at the TV for a lot of moments. A lot of characters I didn't want to see go out was on the verge of going out in season 2. And I was invested. I was emotionally invested to these characters. Compared to season 1. I mean, season 1, I had some characters I was like, oh. But season 2 was just like, because season 1, you felt bad for the old man until you found out the old man was the creator of the whole game. Season 2, you felt bad for our old lady, and you're hoping she's not the creator of the whole game neither. But I don't think she is. So I felt really bad for her. But right now, this is the #1 show on Netflix worldwide simultaneously, which no show on Netflix has ever done. I just looked that up, which is insane. No show on Netflix has ever been #1 in every region simultaneously. So that shows you that we was watching something this weekend. After the NFL games and the Beyonce Bowl, we was watching this show. We was putting in work. I did watch No Good Deed. That show was fire. But I also took time to binge this too. So, fair warning. I'm going to give a quick disclaimer. I'm most likely going to butcher some of these character names. Please do not go in the comments and go, oh, that's wrong. Or that's not how you pronounce it. I'm well aware. I've tried and I've practiced, but I don't feel like spending more time to try to get these characters' names right. But I'm going to do my best. Okay, because there's a lot of new characters along with returning characters, but the returning characters is not so much. I believe there's only maybe 3 or 4 returning characters that we know of, which includes the main character, which his name is Ji-hoon, and In-ho, the front man, Jun-ho, the cop who's the brother of the front man, and the recruiter we know is also a returning character, even though he does not make it. Did I say spoiler alert? Well, I did make a disclaimer to go watch the show first. So if you're watching this at this point, that means you don't care about spoilers. But anyway, spoilers ahead, folks. We got to talk about this real quick. Anyway, Ji-hoon is back again. As many of you probably watched at the end of the first season and sat there and said, take the money and go home and be a family man to your loving kid. And we watched it. This man said, nah, I'm going to take y'all down one by one, knowing good and damn well he wasn't going to do that easily. And this is what made for a very intriguing season, because this man was hell bent on trying to take down this organization. So hell bent that we find out at the beginning that this man spent 3 whole years trying to find them and take them down piece by piece. 3 years between the end of the first season and season 2. So we got a time skip off the back, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting a time skip. I was expecting them to just go right back into it. But to know that this man was incensed on stopping them, and he spent 3 years trying to do so, and he was coming up short, shows you just how like just how crazy it's turning him into right now. Just how much he wants to take this organization down and he wants them to be stopped. The frontman, on the other hand, is just toying with him. He's like, yo, you're not going to stop us, bro. We're always one step ahead. And he proved it. He proved it. He teamed up with the frontman's brother. He got a group of like ex-Marines and Black Ops and all this other stuff. Just dudes that were nice with guns. And they still together could not stop these people. And it was like, to me, that was beautiful. I didn't want them to be stopped in the first 2 episodes, obviously. You want them to be stopped, hopefully, by the 8th episode. And they still couldn't do it. The front man is the smart man in this situation. Not only did he have Ji-hoon's every thought moved ahead by a simple plan, my man went as far as, even when he thought for a second that, man, Ji-hoon maybe got he maybe got it going on. Nah, fam. Your man's turned around and disguised himself as a player in the game and played. And instead of making it seem like he was always against them, he just kept playing mind games. 1 minute he was on their side, 1 minute he was not on their side. And then the next thing you know, he finally revealed it that, hey, man. And then he made it seem like he was already dead. He was like, yo, it's over, and got himself bodied. So he killed his character, his disguised character, came back as the front man, and then killed Ji-hoon's boy in front of his face. It was like, there's nothing you could do, bro. It's over. What I didn't expect from this show was the fact that his plan almost succeeded, because he started a mutiny at the end. The mutiny was like the best of the entire like series. Like, I was not expecting that mutiny. Ji-hoon gathered a bunch of players and was like, whoever knows how to use a burner, come with me. And they was in there putting in work. And I was like, yo, let me get homegirl name, because she was, homie was nice with the gun. Everybody was like doubting her, like, I don't know this woman, I don't trust her, and da. Yo, shout out to her. We're gonna find out in a minute. But other characters we got was Noel. See, that's why I said I'm gonna be butchering these names, people. She actually worked at an amusement park and was tired of her job, quit her job to become one of the goons inside the front man's organization. And she was ruthless. She was like, yo, the rules say I gotta body these people, so I'm gonna body these people. And the other goons was like, yo, we got a little operation going here, and you messing it up. We trying to body people, but at the same time we bodying them, but we ain't really bodying them, you know what I'm saying? We trying to sell organs and stuff. I ain't mad at that, because y'all was supposed to body them anyway. But she just wasn't with the vibes. So we had different plans, different viewpoints, different thoughts, and we had different games. That was the best twist to me, because we originally thought we were going to get the same games going from red light, green light, all the way to tug of war, all the way to jumping on the glass and all this other stuff. And instead, we got red light, green light, and then every other game after that was something different. All different games. We had six-legged pentathlon. Was it a pentathlon? Yeah, six-legged race. Let's just say that before I look like an idiot on TV. Too late. Anyway, six-legged race. We had, what was it called? Mingle, I think it was, where everybody had to stand on like a merry-go-round, and then they called out a number, and you had to partner up with the exact amount that the person said, and then go into a room and stay in the room, which was the craziest and scariest game I've ever seen. A lot of the other games were scary, right? Like partnering up with 6 people and then having to go like one by one was like, all right, cool. But the Mingle one is every man for himself almost, because they were like running. Because now if they say, hey, we need 3 people in one room, right? You got to find 2 people that's willing to work with you and then run to the room. And then when they got to 2, that was when all hell broke loose, because they was like, yo, it's only 50 rooms and there's 100 of us. So somebody's getting deaded. And then the front man ran into the room. He was disguised with the other dude. And they turned around and saw that somebody else was in there after they kicked somebody else out. And he was like, yo, what y'all doing? I was in here first. And my man choked him out so they could have two people in the room. Fam, y'all can't tell me y'all wasn't sitting there going, yo, what is going on? This is madness. This season was madness. From the games to the plans, everything was madness. The fact that the goons were able to go into a Halloween party and nobody was able to recognize them because they've never seen them before, it was just crazy. And then they just tased somebody and walked off. It was like, what? Nobody turned to go, yo, homie got tased. Yo, the cop pulled up with the burner to the club and he was like, let me see a badge. Is this real enough for you? What? Wait, what? I would have been like, nah, fam, you're not coming in here like that, bro. What you thought you was gonna pull up to the burner? You thought I was gonna be scared? The craziest thing was player 246. Didn't get his name. But when they flashed back to who he was, my heart sank. My heart sank. The reason why my heart sank was because they showed you two separate scenes where his daughter strolls off on her own and runs into the dressing room in an amusement park of all the amusement park characters, right? Realizes that one of them was fake, whatever, and freaks out. She's like, oh my God, starts crying. And then the dad comes, he's like, oh my bad, y'all. Then the next day, his daughter faints. And the ambulance had to carry her and was about to take her to the hospital. And the pops pulled up again, like, oh my God, it's my kid, yo, oh my God. And then he was in the Squid Game. So now you're just like, yo, he was the definition of down bad. That was the definition, this textbook down bad. 1 minute you showing you a lousy father, then the next minute you fighting for your life trying to win some bread. What? He was just as bad as June. So that's why I'm like, I kind of was rooting for him to win for a minute. Because I say, yo, what is going on? And then they had to, I don't think he's dead. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Because they showed one of the goons, and I think it was same homegirl, they showed her walk up to him and she shot him, right? She hit him, plow. But he went down, but I don't think she shot him in a vital point. I think she's letting him live. Mark my words, I think my man's is still alive. After the mutiny, I think he is still alive. So they did most of the stuff you saw in season 1 of Squid Games, like, outside of the games. But what they did, which was different, was every time they did a game, they voted. And I like that because now the votes, people's minds were changing. Because they're like, yo, we're making it this far. Maybe I could get the money. I don't know. And to watch, what's his name? To watch homie with his moms, and he voted against his moms, and to watch him almost lose his mother, that was a real moment for me. Because I always sat there and jokingly was like, yo, if I was in a Squid Game, right? And my mom's or my dad was in it and they're older than me, I don't know how I would react. I would like freak out, honestly. I really don't know how I would act. I would be scared. Even if they survived, I would still like cry and be scared. It's not even about the age. Well, maybe it is more about the age. Might be the age, stamina, whatever the case may be. But be that as it may, I would freak out. So for him to be voting like, yo, we still need the bread. Like, let's go and get this bread. And to not capitalize at the end of the day was, it was disgusting. I couldn't believe it. There was one, I'm trying to remember his name. There was one person I kept laughing at because there was like a bigger thing about him than we know. And that was the dude that was the rapper. Yeah, the dude that was a rapper. I gotta get his name. So there was a dude that was a rapper, and unfortunately he's done. He got taken out. But what happened was, yo, your man's like, apparently, I don't know if this is just Korea or if this is the whole world, but your man's is being like, there's a petition going around where they're asking him to apologize for his like terrible acting. I am not making this up. That's why I'm trying to find him, so that way I could talk more about him, so you knew who I'm talking about. But he was the only one that was rapping in the show, so you already knew. But your mans was not only rapping, he was popping pills before mini games, so that way I guess like he could take his mind or take the edge off of being nervous that he probably would have passed off. Like, he risked his life during red light, green light to take a pill. And then for the whole red light, green light, the man was like, whoa. And he was hopping and skipping and jumping all over the place. Wow, nobody has this man's name, which is crazy. But anyway, yeah, your man's, I'm gonna look this up. We gonna come back to that. But let's dive into this. So the recruiter, right? This is just a bold take by me. The recruiter was a more terrifying villain than the front man. The front man wanted to play mind games with Ji-hoon, right? The recruiter didn't care about mind games. He just was all about torturing people. Like, it went from 1 minute he was just doing a regular like initiation to get to the Squid Game, and then you turn around and he goes to like a park with a bunch of homeless people and gives them a choice of either trying to win with a lottery ticket or just food. And all the homeless people chose the lottery ticket because they felt like, hey, if I get money, I'm coming up. And they all lost. For some weird reason, all of the lottery tickets were duds. They were all losses. Not one was an efficient one, which was mind-blowing to me. I was like, not one? How did he get that lucky to get a bunch of lottery tickets that were all duds? They were all L's. Like, none of them was a W, all L's. So they all lost. And then when he turns around with the food, they looked at him like, yo, what you doing with the food? And he just starts stomping on the food because he's like, nah, y'all didn't want this food, so this food is going to the garbage. Torture. Man was torturing people. He made two dudes play rock, paper, scissors -1, which I've never seen in my life. Didn't even know you could do both hands and then just -1, which is insane. And then finished it off with a game of Russian roulette where he lost. Your mans had no fear. He didn't give no F's. And he should have still been around. I don't think they should have took him out in this one. But I guess because season 3 is the final season, they just felt like, yo, this is it. Like, we're ending this tonight. You know what I'm saying? But it should have, I felt like this man should have probably been like the next to final boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have stuck around and just been like waiting in a room before the front man and been like, yo, then he should have hit him with the Russian roulette. He should have been the one that been like, I made all the mini games. What's up? Because he was crazy. This 6-foot something dude in a suit, for one, is just pimp slapping people every time he wins. Then he tortures a bunch of homeless people, and then he tortures more victims by the end of the day, which was like, yo, fam. All right, I got his name. So his name in the show. Oh, actually, no. His name in real life is Thanos. Oh, wow. So his name is Thanos. Or no, is that his name in the show? Yeah, no, that's his name in the show. My bad. But he's the name in the show. And then his name in real life is Choi Subong, right? His name in the show was Thanos, right? And Thanos, see, that's what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to make sure I got all this right. But Thanos basically was wilding the whole time. Then he was mad because MG Coin hustled him by accident out of his crypto coin Dalmatian, right? Which is basically art imitating life, because in real life, a lot of people are getting screwed over in the crypto game. Hawk to a girl, all types of people are just getting people with the crypto game. But they use that as a driving force to make him a sub bad guy within the Squid Game. And there was a lot of hood problems too, because we had baby mama drama too. We had homeboy like, yo, when we get out of here, I'm gonna take care of the kid. It was a lot going on. There was pregnant women running around. I felt like that scene in Knocked Up where he was like, I can't have a bunch of old pregnant women running around the club. That's how I felt. I was like, we got old pregnant women. We got old and pregnant women running around doing Squid Game, which is like, it's mind boggling. But this is a show that just shows you how far and what great lengths people are willing to go to get money. How desperate we are when times are really at its lowest, that we're willing to risk our own life to try to get a big sum of money. This time, he proved to Ji-hoon that we're fair. The front man was proving we fair. We'll do a vote every game. And people kept voting to stay in the game after they witnessed gruesome deaths. They witnessed people getting unalived and still sat there and said, now let's run another one. What? Why? Why would we do this? Because we want money. And that's what's so crazy about this show. It's just how far people are willing to go to win a good amount of money. At the end of the day, Ji-hoon already told them, y'all, I won $4 billion, bro. I won $4 billion. I already won the money. I came up. And what did they think when he was trying to warn them? What they looked at him, yo, you trying to run it back? Or you work for them? You the ops? They wasn't even hearing his words, a lot of them. They was just like, nah, bro, you trying to win the money again. It's our turn now. Bro, if I won $4 billion and I sacrificed, like I risked my life and I survived, he better than me. I ain't coming back. I'm never coming back. You ain't never gonna see me. You ain't never gonna know I exist. Like, that's it. I'm a ghost, bro. I live in the United States, man. I'm chilling. Oh, word, you over there? Yeah, I'm there now. I'm there. Holla at your boy. I'm there now. Just don't worry about me, okay? Like, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I kid you not. But yeah, man, this was quite the season. I'm not even sure if I had a favorite scene, because there was a lot of different scenes that kept making me laugh. There was a lot of different characters. Like, and that's what made it fire. There was a bathroom fight. There was a fight in the bedroom at night. There was the mutiny, which I said to me is possibly the best. It kept me on the edge of my seat. Because there was a part of me that thought for a second, yo, he might pull this off and get the W. And the front man reminded him, bro, I'm always going to be one step ahead of you, bro. You're outmatched. You're outmanned. I run this. This is my world, not yours. So I was intrigued, but I was also impressed by this season. I didn't think the season would take a step back, but I also didn't think the season would be that good. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I was like, what else could they possibly do? But they keep proving, Netflix has proven, and this show has proven, that it can take what you already thought of this show and heighten it to the next level and make you go, whoa, that just happened? Are you serious? So, yo, props to Squid Game, man. Ending 2024 on such a high note. And to know that during the holiday season, when we just finished unwrapping gifts and laughing with our families and showing love to our family and friends all over the world, that all we wanted to do was sit down the next day and watch 7 episodes of people trying to kill themselves for money. That was it. That was all we wanted. That was all we wanted. And Netflix said, how about I give you the greatest Christmas gift you could ever ask for? On Christmas, I'm going to give you Beyonce doing a mini concert. But then the day after Christmas, I'm going to give you some new Squid Game, y'all. Boom, you're welcome. That's it. Mic drop right there. What a crazy 24 hours. What a crazy 24 hours. And yes, every episode is over 45 minutes long, so be prepared to sit down and watch some movies. If you're going to bang this out, if you're going to binge it, be prepared to watch some show, y'all. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, if you ain't watching nothing else during the holidays, a lot of these network shows you love is on hiatus. This is the show for you. If you've never seen Squid Game, you got some catching up to do. But if you have seen the first season and you're sort of wondering if the second season is worth it, it is worth it. It's valid. It is a great season. It's not perfect, but it's great. Favorite character? I can't say it was Ji-hoon this time. And I'm going to say favorite character in the games in terms of the newer people. Okay. I got to get her name because I got to make sure, again, don't want to be butchering names. Thanos really wasn't my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Thanos was more like, I kind of was cool with him, but there is a person in there who I don't want to get canceled, but I actually was cool with this character, okay? That is why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. Also, Junho, the character, the cop, man, he was wilding too. Because, fam, first off, he just disappeared from the police force and then just pulled back up like nothing happened. Then tried to talk his captain, who already dismissed Squid Games the first time, into just going and trying to do it again. Excuse me, I know I burped real quick. But he just tried to get him to do it again and thought that he would stop and go, you know what? Yeah, let's go. You know what? You're right, bro. I know you've been missing for a while. This must be the reason why you was missing. Let's go. Now he got fired. Bro, just take the PTO and then solve the thing yourself and then come back and be like, I did that. Promote me. I don't know how the cop game works. I'm just saying. He ain't had no PTO, bro. He just went missing. In any other job, he just went missing. He's fired. In this show, my man went missing, pulled back up, and he was like, oh, nice to see you join us again. Nah. I was like, oh, nah. So I thought that was bad funny. And also, for those of you who thought what I thought, the boat captain, I knew there was something shady about him. I don't know if he's in on it. I feel like he is, but I knew there was something shady about that guy. Come on, man. You've been doing all this boat stuff. You ain't know nothing about drones? Yeah, right. Come on, fam. I knew what I knew. You know when you know what you know. Okay, I hope I got her name right. Yep. Okay, let's go. Hyunju, player 120. She was trying to get treatment so she can transition herself and be fully complete. So the money was going to help her transition and become fully complete so she can be who she wants to be. The reason I liked her character is because it was one of those don't judge a book by its cover situations where everybody was already kind of weirding themselves out because of her. Like, oh, I don't really want to be on her side and I don't trust her. And there was nothing to not trust her about. But then you find out that she used to do army work. She was nasty with the gun. She was riling everybody up to winning games. And there was a moment where she smacked the taste out of that lady's mouth, the clairvoyant, whatever, and was like, yo, if you mess this up, I'll kill you before they even kill you. I said that was a fire statement. Unlike Homeboy later in the show that was like, man, if you die before me, I'll kill you myself. What? Anyway, so that was my favorite character because she was with all of the vibes. She was doing everything she can to save everybody. She was kind of almost like Ji-hoon a little bit, but she was a little more like vocal about it. You know what I mean? So I think the real question now is, where do we go from here? You know, like, what will season 3 bring us? Like, I'm sure Ji-hoon is not just we're not gonna start the first episode with him just getting popped. It gotta go somewhere. Are they gonna continue the game? And that's what makes it kind of similar to Cobra Kai, where Cobra Kai was like somebody gets taken out and they're like, do we continue the tournament? It's a similar thing where it's like somebody gets taken out, a whole chaos ensues, and now the bigger question is, do we continue the game? Does the game continue? Do we crown a winner? Where do we go from here? Will the cop find his way to the island and actually be able to save the day? What will we do about the captain, though? So many questions need to be solved in season 3 of Squid Game Z. But we need to find out what is going to happen. I think the game is going to continue. Ji-hoon's not going to win. And he might go out risking his life to make sure that everybody else gets out. I don't know if he's going to get a happy ending. If I'm wrong, I'm cool with that. But I don't know if he's going to get that. I don't see it. But I think it's going to be one bigger battle with all of these guys pulling up with the burners and everything. And it might result in somebody's life being taken from that crew. That's all I'm saying. And I think everybody might find a way where they split the money and just move on about their life. Who knows? But I need the moms. I need that old lady to survive. I don't want to see her get taken out. She needs to survive. The old rich dude, he can go. But the old lady, she needs to survive. If I see her go out at any point in time, because those were moments when it was the mingle and she almost got not picked. Oh, my Lord. I screamed at the TV like, yo, no, Lord, Mama, don't take Mama. I almost screamed. But I need that to happen. Season 3, whenever you come out in 2025, I will be waiting and I will be reviewing. But until then, you already know what time it is. Nerds in the Hood. We just did it again. Follow us on all social media. More content coming through. Link tree is in the description below. And I will catch y'all next time. Let me see if I can do it right. Also, shout out to Netflix because they had a fire intro with the Netflix logo and all the goons walking up and down the stairs. Nobody else does that yet. I think Stranger Things kind of did it with like the thunder and the lightning, but no other show that I've seen is doing that, and I hope more shows do that coming soon. That's all I want to say. Anyway, peace out, y'all.